So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
Yeah, Swole fans here. What up, beaches? What's up, Holly? How we doing? Smash that like button once you come in, fam. Smash it, smash it. What's up, Phil? Jill, what's up? What up? Oliver, what's going on, man? Been a hot minute. Hey, how we doing, beach? Smash it. Swolecast. We got some big releases today, fam. We got some big releases. Hopefully I didn't interrupt your new procast. Well, Procast number 4 just launched, so you guys can go catch that right after. Episode 4 is now live. Stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke. Yeah, episode 4 just dropped. We just dropped it. It's live. Y'all can go get into that nastiness. Seems like we got a good release schedule. You're finishing up 3, you got time for 4. We got all the stuff.
When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king?
Hit that like button, fam. Means a lot and it helps a lot. Hit that like button, please. Smash it. Swolenormous.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Yay. Testing, test, testing, testicles, testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 1586 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode, and we got some new releases today. We'll talk about them in just a second. How are we doing? You fucking nuglets, how are we doing? You sexy beaches, how are we doing today? Welcome to the Mancast. Welcome to episode 1586. So we have many an episode underneath our belt, and if you're brand new, make sure you smash those cherries and drop a like. Make sure you hit the share button, let everyone know that I'm live, because we all know that YouTube doesn't want anyone to know. YouTube doesn't even let my fucking people know. And where is everyone? Yo, people have been slacking. People have been slacking. We're about to make this podcast private. We're about to make it private. I've been actually considering that recently. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. We might make this private. Might make it private. Might be going away. Show up. Show up. Where the fuck is everyone? Legit. I'm just going to spend the first like minute or two of the podcast every day just like harassing anyone that's not showing up. Come on, fam. Let's go. Let's go. How we doing? All right. So we got some Swole card today. We got some Swole card action. I'm just fucking with you. We got some Swole card action. Let us release the Tessie. So make sure you hashtag it. Well, you'll see what the hashtag is in just a second. So dun 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 dun. Here we go. Cover your nips. Cover your nips. Oh, it's a fancy one today. Small wins, big gains. Small wins, big gains. Thank you so much, Leo. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers to you. Cheers to you as well. Put me back up in the corner. All right. Small wins, big gains. Looks like a nice card. We got 1586 on the back. So it is signed by your boy. And if you use hashtag small wins, we'll be giving away the Swole card at the end of today's episode. So drop some hashtag small wins. You could do big gains too. You could do big gains at the end. You could do small wins, big gains, do a big old hashtag. Is it raining? It might be. It might be. If it rains, we'll put it on pause. All right, here we go. Let's get into just the tip today, fam. Got stuff to do. Babe, just an inch. Just an inch. It's cold outside. It's a cold outside. So we got some new releases. We got some nuts on chin. Let's head on over here. Look at that face. A face only a mother can love. Fat phobic Airbnb. So I covered this with Extra Thirsty, and this is a couple on Airbnb that said no one over 220 pounds can come to our cottage because it was an old cottage. We covered this like last week on the podcast, and as it turns out, they did put no one with eating disorders. So they did kind of call out and poke the bear. So I honestly, the Airbnb, they deserve what they get because they literally said eating disorders, but then they changed their description of the Airbnb. But it was nonsense. It was nonsense. The fundamental aspect of it is people are looking for things to be offended by, and people shouldn't be so fucking sensitive. All right, people shouldn't be so fucking sensitive. So the people that were complaining, obviously, fat acceptance. There's little babies. But if you want to go catch this, it's live on the Swolenormous channel. Some nuts on chin, some salty sack. Let's see. Jessica Francis, does she not know that elevators have a weight limit? Ooh.
I was kidding.
Ooh, savage.
I was only kidding.
Oh, it's savage. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts, precious. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts us, precious. It hurts us, precious. Yow. 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 Where's my output here? Let me go output. There we go. Output. Do that again. Get some more. Yow. Yow. Why is that so loud? Why is it so loud? Oh, let me see here. Oh, I see. Hold on a second. Let me just tweak that. That was just blowing in my ear holes. Let me see here. Let me see if that sounds. Hold on a second. Yow. Yow. That's weird. That sounds double. Interesting. Yow. Yow. All right. I don't even know. You just got a lot of yowls. Yow. You can never have too many. You could never have too many. No, never have too many y'all. So that's all right. All right, Ashley, next time they will be pissed because they are too big to ride the roller coaster. Thomas, just wait till this chick needs to buy a ladder. Yeah, and you can't fit on a ladder because you're too fat. You know, it's one thing if you're too fat, you're too fat. And not everything can hold you. You know, even in the solar system, gravity has limitations. Like, you know, it's going to determine the orbit of a planet or a moon and so forth. I mean, the more dense, the more mass, things change. We got some more Red, White, and Swole on the Papa Swolio channel. Some of you are watching these already. We have some BLM protesters that decided that the highway was a good option. They decided that the highway was a good option in which to protest. Jeez. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. You know, don't protest on the highway. Don't protest on the highway. There's like cars and shit. People are trying to drive there. Yeah, it's kind of where cars should go. But anyway, I showed the video and I actually have access to the full video, so we'll probably do a follow-up on that. The Sleepy Jedi, I like the racial slurs the young lady used on the state trooper just because he was following the law. Good look. Yeah, right? So this black girl was in the cop's face. Of course, the recording started, or this video, most of the clips, they start filming right when the cops are pulling someone out of their car or arresting them. The filming starts when the cops are actually getting involved. Once they have to, when they've been instigated, when people break the law, then the recorders come on because then the cops are arresting someone. Then, oh my God, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you pulling him out of the car? Why are you arresting him? Why? Because of all the footage that you didn't choose to upload before that happened. People just record the whole time and you can see it when someone's taking a video of these quote protests, quote peaceful protests. When people are taking these videos, you can see, or doing these like things and let's say flipping tables, flipping chairs, drinking other people's beer, all this stuff. You see people jump in for a video or for a picture right when it's happening. They stay off to the side, but then right when it happens, they get up in the face. They don't defend the people that it's happening to. They don't defend the actual victims. They don't defend the civilians. They don't stand up for each other. They just get in the face of the person. Hey, that's going to make a great Instagram picture. And then they leave. I mean, I did a video. I think is it already available now? Yeah, it is. It's available on it's up on the Papa Swolio channel. The Pittsburgh Black Lives Matters, the protesters, quote unquote, that were harassing the elderly customers, and they were just drinking each other their beer. They were just fucking getting in their face, stealing, literally stealing, damaging private property. Kind of ridiculous. But anyway, you can go and check that out. Also got more Red, White, and Swole. We got some vaccine talk if you want to go over there and check out some more videos. We got some Kamala Harris and Donald Trump talk. Let's see. Jessica, I'm 5'3" and 182 pounds. I'm obese according to the BMI scale. I don't like it, but it doesn't change the fact that I am classified as obese. This has to do with the next video. I'm working on it. I changed my diet. I'm exercising. I'm losing the weight. Those women are not slim. I'm not slim. Why can't people just face reality? Justin, my sack breaks the BMI charts. Nobert, none of these women are slim. They look more like flabby bodied or average US females to me. And this is, do I not have the thumbnail? I don't have the thumbnail. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I actually have the thumbnail for the video, but this is on this is Extra Thirsty. This is Extra Thirsty. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so that is on the Extra Thirsty channel. So how many of you caught that video? Because I don't have the thumb right now. How many of you caught that video? This was the an Instagram picture that showed thin. Of course, they're trying to bias it towards. They're saying, "Oh, this is thin women. Look at these thin women." They were all bending their knee, turning, twisting, and they looked probably from the front. They were going to be overweight and obese, and who knows exactly what their heights were, what their weights were. But just the narrative that is trying to again push lack of exercise, push, eat whatever you want, intuitive eating, all these things that allow people to offset responsibility, not take personal responsibility. So you can go and watch that available. It's available now on the Extra Thirsty right here on the Daily Swole channel. So you can check that out. Anyway, but lots of videos. Lots of videos. With a sack like that, every day is belt squat day. Well, when you're maxing out just standing and being alive, you have to do it, Phil. You have to do it. It's not easy being fully sacked. Well, you know, what you've seen with every single incident with the police is that, oh, they were warranted, and they didn't always, just because a tragedy occurs doesn't mean that the police did something wrong. Just because it ended with a death doesn't mean that the cops are going around just shooting innocent people. Obviously, none of that has been the case with any of these incidents, which should be, like, it doesn't happen. Cops just don't go out killing people, okay? Why are the cops called? Why are the people resisting arrest? Why are they on drugs? It's what you call criminals, people that are repeat offenders, and the cops get called for a situation and then it escalates. It shouldn't escalate. There's no reason for these things to escalate. They escalate because the person's resisting arrest. They're not complying. What do you think's going to fucking happen? They're going to make you comply. Why? Because they're the cops and they're paid. Their job is to instill law and order. Anyway, so Booger Bubble, let's go to the BMI. I saw that video about the BMI scale, actually just watched it. Small wins. Those women are not slim, Mel B. They looked sick. They did look sick. They didn't look healthy at all. They didn't look good. They didn't look good. They didn't look really. They were smiling, though. They were wearing nice pastel pink. They were wearing nice baby Gap colors. They were twisting. They had the knee bent. They were smiling. They were turning. The person in front of them was covering the other person's stomach. It was nice. It was a good picture. It was a good picture. Good lighting, softened the skin, everything. It made it look good. Of course, it's a picture. You're posing. You're posing for a picture for Instagram or for something else, and that was shared on Instagram, right? David, in the BMI, I'm slightly overweight, and guess what? I am slightly overweight. Well, that's the thing. Most people don't understand what BMI is. BMI is, if I remember correctly, I think it's your height in meters divided by, it's your height or your weight in kilograms divided by your height in meters squared. Something like that. You can Google it. Super easy. So the problem is pretty obvious on the surface. If you're just taking someone's height and their weight, it doesn't tell them, or it doesn't tell you if they have muscle mass, right? It doesn't tell you it doesn't tell you anything about what that composition is. It just takes the height of the person and the weight. And you can tell a lot by that. It's very accurate for people that don't exercise. If you never train ever, you're the average person that's just sedentary or doesn't do any physical activity, so you don't have any above average muscle mass. You are what you are. It's usually pretty damn accurate. That's why it's used. It gives you an idea, but I would be overweight or obese according to a BMI chart because of my height and my weight, but my weight, muscle mass, is dense. So I am heavier than someone the same height that doesn't have as much muscle mass as just fat. Fat is more like styrofoam. Muscle is more like lead in the comparison, where you need, for the same amount of weight, you can have a little bit of lead, but you might need a room full of styrofoam. That's the similar type of concept. Fat will take up more volume, but it's less dense. So it's going to take more fat to make the same amount of weight, which is why two people of the same height, one person that has a higher body fat percentage will look a lot bigger than someone who is more lean, has muscle mass, because it's dense. So it's, people don't want to be called fat. I don't blame, I get it. That's a word that when it's used improperly, it can hurt someone's feelings. But again, your feelings are hurt because you internalize that. You are taking the hurt. You are responding with that kind of hurt and that sensitivity. And again, when we talk about facts over feelings, when we talk about you taking personal responsibility and acceptance, you have to accept you have to take offense. It doesn't mean that the other person isn't an asshole. It doesn't mean that the other person isn't doing something that is frowned upon. It doesn't mean that they are completely innocent in the situation. It just means that you're adding to it. You are participating. Just like when you have an argument, it takes two people. The other person has to fight. You have to fight back. You have to have a conflict. When you play basketball, you need to have an opponent. You need to have a offense and a defense. And it's just like one of those things. It takes two. So if you don't participate, then you're not going to get involved. The problem is when it comes to the social stuff, bringing it back around, when you're eating or having a beer, when you're enjoying a restaurant or you're dining out in the summer or in the early fall and you're minding your own fucking business and protesters come around and harass you, get in your face, demand that you do physical body actions like raise a fist and all that bullshit, or they drink your beer or they break your fucking table or they flip your table or they knock over your food, that is deplorable. That's like you're picking an opponent. You're not choosing to play that game, but you have to. So what do most people do? Most people go along. Most people raise a fist. Most people bow their head or take a knee and all that bullshit because they are trying to avoid conflict, when in reality, they are making the situation worse, and then they are absorbing themselves into something they don't believe in, and then they have to convince themselves that they believe it because they already bent a knee and they already, spread their ass cheeks for this type of power grab. So it goes both ways, right? When you're trying to avoid, most people try to avoid conflict, and most people should be avoiding violence. Most people should go the opposite direction, but these things are turning more and more violent. That's why you're seeing a lot of violence starting to arise more quickly now, because the cameras are on, everyone's heightened, but because of all this kind of avoidance of violence, what you're actually doing is you're allowing this movement to become more violent because there's less of a response. Okay, people aren't taking personal responsibility, nor do they have to, because everyone just gets bailed out. No one's pressing charges. People are just going along with it. People are making excuses for it. They're getting air cover from the left. So you're allowing this movement to get more and more violent until you start. This is how genocides happen. This is how people get imprisoned. This is how people just get shot in the street. This is how these types of complete eradications happen. This is how this kind of stuff happens, for example, like in Nazi Germany. This is how these types of movements actually take over. So, I mean, we talk about that a lot on the Papa Swolio channel, but you're seeing it more and more. People are trying to avoid conflict, but this is not how you avoid conflict. You're making it worse because you think people are going to look out for you. You go along with it because, okay, you think you're going to be protected, when in reality, you're going to get fucking thrown to the wolves. This is just a methodology to grab power, and you're disposable. You're absolutely disposable. You identify as swole gendered. That's what I'm talking about. 2 70-pound kettlebells have shipped. 2 of them. What are you going to do with 2 of them? Like lunges and stuff? Or rows and shit? Nice. Papa Swole, my family are fat fucks. I'm the only one who's more focused on my health and exercise. They eat unhealthy as fuck. What do you think about that? It's disgusting. I think it's gross. What do you want me to say? I think it's gross. I don't think it's a good thing. I'm sorry to hear that. I am sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, Mike. I was excited and a little bummed. My new Swolenormous shirt in the mail, but the logo was off center and crooked. Yeah, just send them an email. They'll fix it. They will replace the email. The shirt. They'll fix that. Yeah, it happens sometimes. It happens. I've had some printing stuff sometimes happen, but they will take care of it for you. Let's see here. David, I'm in a small county, Australian town. I'm glad I don't have to deal with all that bullshit you do as in America. Well, we didn't have to deal with this bullshit for a while, but now we're dealing with it. The problem is people are allowing it to happen. If you allow this stuff to spread, it's going to continue to spread. This is the real virus. This is the real virus. Now, I'm not saying that the coronavirus is nothing or it doesn't exist or it's fake or it's a conspiracy. I'm not saying any of that. But this is a virus in itself. This is that kind of mental virus. This is what's going on in universities. This is what your kids are being taught in public schools. This is where this kind of shit happens. This is where this kind of shit spreads in the university culture. This has been going around. This has been brewing for like a decade or two. I remember seeing the beginnings of this when I was in college. I didn't know it at the time, but I'm looking back on it and I'm starting to see, oh shit, this stuff was already there. This stuff was already there. These seeds were already being planted when I was in college, and this is the early 2000s. So a lot of this stuff now is just, this is what happens. You plant a seed. What's going to do? It's going to grow into a plant. It's going to grow into a tree. It's going to be a bigger tree. The roots get deeper. The roots get wider. This is just what happens after you plant a tree. And these are kids that are growing up without responsibility. You're seeing this on TikTok a lot. And this kind of goes over into like procast territory, where we start talking about tech a lot. Over on the Swolenormous Pro channel, but you see this a lot on TikTok. TikTok is extremely progressive. It's all kids, or mostly kids. I mean, I shouldn't say it's all kids. It's everyone, but it's extremely, extremely, extremely censored on TikTok. Shit gets blocked all the time. So if you think that Instagram is rough, or you think before and after transformation pictures are rough, TikTok is as left as it gets, is so extreme. It is so extreme. They will flag anything they feel like it for no fucking reason. You'll get shit taken down for everything. You'll get your views stunted. You'll get your reach fucking cut. You'll get videos removed for guidelines or community violations all the time. I've had stuff removed all the time, and literally from nothing, there's no reason to take it down. And they leave a lot of stuff up. Whatever helps them, they leave up. Let's see here. We got some good stories today. So we got a couple more. Let's see here. Bow, bow, bow. All right, we got. So a reminder, what I was telling you earlier, Procast 4 is now available on the Swolenormous Pro channel. So you can go and watch that after today's episode. This is episode 4. So we got a couple more in the hole. So make sure that you are tuning into that. Those of you that are finishing up number 2 or number 3, you got one ready for you. So in addition to all that content over on the Papa Swolio channel, you do have a new Swolenormous Procast that you can jump into for show. Will I be covering new face fuckers on your channel? What are you talking about? On what channel? I have 5 of them. I cover plenty. I don't know what new face fuckers or what channel you're talking about. In particular. Let's see here. Goblet squats with the 70 pounders. Nice. I wonder when the stupid people allowing them to get away with all this will realize they're going to be consumed by the monster they've created. Probably when it's too late. Or they know it's going to happen. I mean, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing by not demonizing it. No one's demonizing the riots or the protests because they think it's going to reflect poorly on Trump, when it just makes the local communities look like shit. But that's the way they're trying to leverage it. They're trying to be like, hey, let's allow violence to take place and we can blame it on him. Everyone's just trying to get elected. Everyone's just trying to score points and get views and get attention. It's one thing to try to get views on YouTube. You know, I'll make videos and I'll make content for views and leverage attention and stuff. That's one thing for me to do it on YouTube, but for the politics to use that kind of same tactic, they have been for a long time, but now it's just in everyone's pocket. So it's just more and more transparent because you actually have the truth. You're holding the truth on your phone, you're looking at it, and then you're watching something else. So it's a lot different than it used to be, where you only saw what was going on the news. You knew what they told you, and that was it. So you knew what they said, and that there was no opposing conversation. You couldn't actually watch it live on your phone. Hey, but someone's actually at the scene right now and they're saying this. You know, why are you saying that when this is obviously what's happening? I can see it in the picture or in the video. So it's it's much more transparent now. You can't hide shit in all aspects, but especially when it comes to news. Ana Luisa, the majority of people are sensitive pussies now and have too much baby powder. That's my too much baby powder. Too much powder on your hiney. Yeah. Come on, stop whining. Come on, stop whining. Well, there's going to be, this kind of stuff's not stopping anytime soon. Welcome to the podcast. You made it, fam. We're going right into the Swole fam today. We got some good posts we're going to share. Let's jump right into it. Remember, let's see here. Let me just change that thing. We got hashtag small wins. Hashtag small wins. Make some big gains. We could just do hashtag small wins. That's totally cool. Justin, hey fam. Brutal leg day. Finished today in Swole season week 5. I'm on the intuition phase of the program now, where I can go and pick, push, pull, and leg programs as I see fit within the program. Just curious what some of my fellow Swole fan members did for this part of the program. Also, Small victories are adding up. I'm down in a couple more pounds, bringing me to 208 pounds from 220 when I joined the Swole fam, 242 before I quit binge drinking. That's all for now, fam. Love you. Stay swole. Yay, yay. Good for you, man. Good for you. I love it. Good for you. Good for you. Let me just cue that for a second. All right. Ecam. Bam. All right. Good for you. So he said, let's see, just curious what some of my fellow Swole fan members did for this part of the program. You're on the intuition phase, Swole season week 5, so you can drop your comments down below what you did. I can't speak for any of you. So what did you do what do you do for the intuition weeks? When you have the intuition, what do you decide to do? What fits your programming best? Do you keep on going, or have you been taking like some deloading weeks? That's a good question. So drop in the comments below, what do you do when you get to your intuition weeks? Do you turn up the heat or do you back off a little bit? What's up, Joe? Hey all, just chiming in with a basic thought. I've been weight training for months and feel great. I thought everything was getting worked pretty well. Lesson learned. As my day got busy, so I opted to work chest and tries with body weight, so I'd get something done as far as training. Well, I haven't been doing push-ups. I've been doing flat press with a barbell and dumbbells, incline, all kinds of things, and after I did push-ups, I found out there's muscle groups there I haven't been hitting, and those groups started talking loudly to me. The moral of the story, don't overlook the basics. Good for you, and hey, never overlook the basics. Always come back to the basics. That's like one of the most important rules I think that I could always ever get across. Don't underestimate the basics. Never, never, never. Like, never underestimate the basics. If you're struggling or you hit a plateau or you kind of get you get into one of these phases, and it happens to all of us, where you just kind of hit a wall or you feel like you're not making progress or you're feeling a little bummed. You're having decent workouts, but you feel like you're not. You look in the mirror, you don't really see anything different. Maybe you do, but maybe you don't. Like, you're kind of in that little floating phase. I mean, think about this. You're not always in the middle. You don't always have perfect weather. Sometimes you have clouds in the sky. It looks different every day. Things are going to fluctuate. The question is, are you going to adapt, and are you going to go back to the base? Make sure you're doing the fundamentals, because it's very easy once you hit a plateau to think, what more can I do? There should be something else I could be doing, right? There's something else I'm missing. And I think the big difference is for you to, obviously bring it back to the fundamentals and bring it back to those 7 pillars, making sure that you're getting the basics done. Because if you're not getting the basics, you have no business at those higher levels. You have no business going into those next realms, doing blood flow restriction training, or, hey, what do you think about electro stim? It's like, well, you're not getting enough sleep and you're not hydrating enough. Like, fuck electro stim. Make sure you're getting enough recovery. Okay. So it's not another piece of equipment. It's not another more expensive protein powder or a better pre-workout. It's okay. Let's look at those basics and see if we can clean up the trash a little bit or tighten up the edges a little bit. I think it's a really good lesson that we can learn over and over again. We can always look at this and be like, remember why, remember what's going on and what we have, what we should be like paying attention to. What's up, Judry? Joe's story was on point. I decided to cut on the hypertrophy work and do some calisthenics for the next 3 months, some volume work and one-sided stuff. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. There you go, Steven. You wouldn't try to build a house on a shitty foundation. Same with the basics apply to your training. Damn straight. I 100% agree. Ah. 1000%. 1000%. Focus on the basics. Always come back to the basics. Always come back to the basics. All right. We got a post from Melinda. Y'all, it has been an absolute wild ride the past month or so. My depression and anxiety were on an all-time high. I was having relationship issues and I honestly felt hopeless and useless. I started my journey at 476.6 pounds on July 11th, 2020. I lost 24.4 pounds by August 11th, which was water weight probably. Let me see. So in 1 month, you lost 24 pounds. A lot of that was water weight. But when you first start losing weight, but that's not, you don't want to say water weight as if, oh, it's water weight. It's bullshit. Well, when you lose weight, you're going to lose water weight too. That's part of it. But just understand that rapid weight loss, a lot of that is just going to be water weight. It might not be, as you continue moving forward, it's going to be more fat and less water. But at the beginning, all that water from inflammation or water retention, stuff like that, cutting carbohydrates or junkier carbs, you're going to lose some extra water that you might not need. But, that's just what people get excited about. People see a lot of, oh my God, I lost 20 pounds in a month. Then you're marking the next month when you only lost 10. Oh, well, this month I lost only half. Oh, I'm not doing as well. That's not true. You're doing amazing. 10 pounds is above the average of what you should be aiming for. It's exceptional. However, at the beginning, you're losing more water weight, so it creates that illusion that you're going to continue on that path. And weight loss is one thing that you don't just get better at and better at and better at. It's going to get less and less pronounced because you're building muscle too. You're kind of finding that new balance point in terms of your body's always trying to adapt and to adjust. You have that initial reaction. You built muscle. Your body is changing quickly, but then things become more and more of a routine. Your body adapts more, so you're going to see less drastic change. Then shit hit the fan and seeped into every part of my life. I gained every bit of the weight back and I was miserable. I was at the, quote, crawl under a bridge and give up stage. Then I had a 2007 Britney Spears moment and shaved my head. Oh shit. There were a few reasons I did it, to be honest. I am not exaggerating when I say with every pass of the trimmer, a bit of my old self came back. When I was done, I felt so fucking badass and confident. I still do. At that point, I changed everything. With the hair went my excuses, my self-pity, and my self-loathing. I gained the courage to stand up for myself and to be me. Did you used to have a shaved head or something? Was that something that you used to do? As of yesterday, I've lost 26 pounds and I've been eating better only when hungry and stopping when I'm satisfied. I have been staying fully hydrated. I've been moving my body. I'm actually excited for life for the first time in a very long time. Good for you. Good for you. That's fantastic. As long as you feel good, that's great. As long as you feel good about it, excellent. That damn hair was ruining your life. It was the hair's fault. It was the hair's fault. No hair, big gains. All right, oops. Okay, let me bring this up. All right, this one's from Allie. Is it just me or did anyone else feel like they're really weak the first week of the 90-day dash? LOL. I haven't been able to do an actual pull-up my entire life, so I tried them with resistance band help, and the prone press was really hard even with light dumbbells. This is humbling and motivation to get better. Well, good for you. Yes, those exercises are extremely humbling. The prone press, you should not be doing it with dumbbells. If you do it with dumbbells, you should probably be doing it with 1-pounders or 2-pounders. I'm not sure how heavy you went, but if you went anything more than like 1 or 2 pounds, you shouldn't. And in terms of the pull-ups, that's totally normal. I mean, I would practice with isometrics. I would practice with negatives. You don't want to get too involved with doing pull-ups with the help of a band. That really doesn't help you get to doing a full pull-up. It's more about the negatives, maybe doing some assistance with helping you do more negatives, but watch the masterclass in X about the negatives for pull-ups. And that's much more of a better methodology than using a band to do all of your pull-ups. You really want to focus on doing the negatives or doing an isometric hold. Also, inverted rows can be great with negatives and those types of things. So totally normal. You're hitting muscles that you never really hit before, Allie. I mean, this is just totally freaking normal. You're using muscles that maybe you've never worked before. So it's just, you're just activating things. You're waking up the demons or the beasts or the gremlins or the gnomes or the cave trolls, the things that are deep down inside. Let's see here. Josh, most of the initial weight loss I had was mostly water. Then when I got into nutrition, I got nutrition in check. I finally lost the last bit, which was more fat, small wins. Yeah, buddy. Hell yeah. Good for you. Absolutely fantastic. Good news, Sit and Spin. The excessive pain in my back is easing off. Good shit. Anna, in Army basic training, we did the basics every day. I wasn't a fitness queen at the end, but it really got me on the way to it. Small wins. Good shit. They have a cave troll. Oh man, Fellowship of the Ring, underrated. Underrated. The first Lord of the Rings movie doesn't get any love. Doesn't get enough love. Doesn't get enough love, and the second one should have won Best Picture. They gave it to the third one because they snubbed him on the second. Anyway, we're gonna get off in the weeds here. We're gonna get off on Lord of the Rings talk. There's no coming back from that. Let's see. 478 will regulate. Oh my God! I'm so glad. He said that about the prone press. I thought I was doing something wrong because I couldn't use weights. Now, here's what you do for the prone press. Start more vertical on the bench. Use a higher incline. So you can go higher on an incline and use more weight, but then as you go more horizontal, don't use weights or use less. So for example, for me, if I really wanted to challenge myself for a prone press, I would go with a much higher incline and use like 10 pounders. But for an average, let's say a 45 or a 60 degree, just 5 pounds is all you need. You don't need to do heavier. 5 pounds is more than enough because if anything, you should be going more horizontal. But the thing is, the more horizontal you go, you'll start getting more and more tension on your rotator cuff and not so much your lower traps. So the tension will change. So you don't want to go too horizontal. Then becomes a different exercise. Yeah. Prone presses are murder. What's the best ab workout? There is none. Nutrition, losing weight, any ab exercise is fine. Do your planks and stuff, practice yoga. Doing crunches or doing any ab exercise, you're not going to make them any more visible, really. I mean, it's good. You could, and any of them work. I would do more stabilization exercise for your abs more than movement exercises, but any kind of kettlebell work, any kind of free weight exercise, squats and deadlifts and stuff, work your core plenty. You could do leg raises. You could do, like, hanging leg raises are great. If I do any ab exercise, I use an ab roller, do planks, do some hanging leg raises. That's pretty much it. All the other kettlebell work I do. If you're doing like windmills or Turkish get-ups, if you really want to like strengthen your core, I would just do kettlebell Turkish get-ups. That'll develop your core and your midsection, not to mention your serratus and your external obliques. Get them nasty. But then it's going to come down to your nutrition. If you have too much extra fat on you, you're not going to see your abs anyway. The first Lord of the Rings changed my life. Changed my life. Sit and spin. I remember the days when I thought I invented the prone press. I was working out at home, had a balance issue at the time, and felt some pulls in my shoulder muscles. Eric, I've only lost 23 pounds in the 5 months since then, though. That's really good, too. That's 4 pounds a month. That's 1 pound a week. That's a perfect pace. 1 to 2 pounds a week. So you see how that seems like it's not a lot, but it's awesome, right? You see how it seems like it's not a lot, but it's fucking awesome. All right, fam. Hashtag small wins. Hashtag small wins. Let's give away this Swole card. Good shit, fam. Good shit today. You're all crushing it. We'll get some more Swole fam stories. I have actually a big announcement. I'm not going to announce it right now. You'll probably be seeing it. You might have been seeing it tomorrow or the next day. But I got some big announcements, some new content, some new stuff that I'm going to be doing in order to go deeper. Deeper and deeper and deeper, as always. But we got some more shit here right now. Hashtag small wins for today's Swole card, fam. Little dancey time. Hashtag small wins. What are the comments today? Salzanic Legend. That's a name and a half. Congratulations. Salzanic. It sounds like a balsamic. It sounds like a salad. Congratulations. You are today's Swole card winner. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Use the Swole card 1586 in the subject and your mailing address in the body of the email. We'll send you that Swole card. Everyone say, congrats, Salzanic. Congrats. Congratulations. Oh, stop it. You could win tomorrow. Stop it. Come on, Arnold.
Stop whining.
Stop whining, little Tessie. You're going to give that card away, huh? We'll get some more. We'll get some more. You're so fancy. Look at you. Look at that card, Tessie. You're looking good. Looking so good. So send us that email and we'll get you that card. Salzanic, congratulations. What's up, Ryan? What's up, Swolenormous? What's up, dude? What's up, Deuterino? Ran into your channel a couple weeks ago and been eating up all your videos. Love the way you talk about obesity and call people out on their bullshit. I started at 436 pounds and I'm down to 282, all natural with gym and proper eating. Anyways, keep it up, man. Thank you, dude. And nice beard, bro. Nice beard. Get that beard game strong. Get that beard game. That's why you lost all that weight, because of that fucking beard, bro. Crushing it. Look at that beard action. Very nice. Is that the dressing? Salzanic? Salzanic vinaigrette? Salt Zanic. Just extra salt. Is that the dressing Papa makes when he drops NOC? Maybe. It might as well be. Might as well be. Might as well be. All right, so we got some new releases. Let's see. We got the Procast number 4. So a reminder, let me see here. Dun, 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 let me just bring it over here. We got Jesus Christ. Can we like reset that Zoom? My app? Come on, app. Can we fix that a little bit? We got the Swolenormous Procast, and of course, this is available on the Swolenormous Pro channel, so you can go and check that out now. That's a juicy one. We got a couple more coming. So for those of you that are finishing up number 2 or 3, you got some more Procasts, and I will be getting those up for audio real soon. So you can go and check that out. Let me see here. You're welcome, Salzanic. You're very welcome. Spend some of the podcast barefoot on the treadmill. Excited to correct all the foot cough problems. Takes time. Can't rush that. Be careful. You know what's good is just massaging it with like a tennis ball, golf ball, making sure you keep on spreading your feet, using your hands, kind of getting that yoga in there. All right, Tessie, thank you so much for the Swole card. Thank you. You did great. You did great. Salzanic is going to enjoy this card. You're such a sweetheart. You did so good. You did it, Tessie. Thank you so much for a wonderful card. It was so nicely done. Really, it was. It was so nicely done. What a lovely card. What a lovely card. So lovely. So beautiful. Just wonderful. All right, fam. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 1586 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. We will see you tomorrow for 1587. Got a bunch of stuff to talk about. Go check out the brand new videos on the Papa Swolio channel. Go check out the new content on the Swolenormous Pro channel. And we'll be smashing it again for another Mancast mañana. So enjoy your evening. Go crush it. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow for 1587. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
that's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping.